Welcome to the very first episode of the Havoc Sports Podcast. I am your co-host, Colton, with my other co-host, Harry.
What it do?
And today we are going to be talking about our favorite teams and what we think they might do in the first three rounds. Me being the Patriots and Harry being the Bears.
Bear down, Chicago Bears.
So the Bears had the very first pick in the draft. Smart move by them to trade with the Panthers. And I think we know where this is going, but I'm going to let you take it.
Where's it going to go, you say? Caleb Williams, the best quarterback prospect we have seen since Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow. I mean, he is absolutely, he's the one. I'm going to bring it back to when we were in the Super Bowl comparisons. We had a guy named Rex McMahon, Sexy Rexy, and he was a little bit of a Hollywood quarterback, just like Caleb Williams is. So I feel like they could do us better. Looking at the lineup we have, we've built a complete lineup around him now. So, having Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Cole Kmet. So that's nice to have.
I feel like if you are upset by how he wears his painted nails or how he dresses or how he acts, then you really don't care about winning. If you care about winning as a Bears fan, you are ecstatic about this pick, and you could care less about the
I
public.
don't care about that.
Yeah.
I don't care about
You're there to win.
nails. Don't care about no
Yep.
haircut. Don't care about lip gloss. As long as he can chuck a tight spiral to Keenan Allen, that's all I care about.
Yeah.
Looking at the division that we're in, you got the Vikings at 11 and 23. Touch on that a little bit. It's rumored that they're going to take J.J. McCarthy here.
Yeah, try to make a trade.
Yeah. Would you rather be on the Vikings team with J.J. McCarthy, or would you rather stay with the Bears, with Caleb Williams in their lineup?
I think this is a little bit closer than what people think.
Yeah.
And that's solely because Justin Jefferson and Addison's there.
And DJ Hawkinson.
Yeah. I would go with the Bears still. I like their defense a lot better. I think both quarterbacks are growing into a great offensive situation.
100%.
But I think the Bears will be able to help keep Caleb off the field more, which is not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing, but with the rookie quarterback, he's trying to learn the system.
Right.
I think it would definitely help him by just being able to have that ease off. If he makes a mistake, he's still got a good defense that can get him the ball back.
Mm-hmm.
Vikings, I don't know if they can do that as often.
I mean, it depends on what we do with the third round. I mean, we got it, or with number 9. I mean, if we can get an edge rusher at number 9, hint, we'll be looking better.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then just moving on to our rivals. If you're trying to build a team, are you going to take the more experienced Jordan Love, or are you going to take a less experienced rookie that probably might be the best rookie that at quarterback we've seen in a long time?
Yeah, long time. I think Jordan had a prove it year.
Oh,
this
yeah,
was
he did.
this was his prove it or lose it.
Throwing off the back foot.
Yeah, you're talking following Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
That's not easy to do. And I think he did prove his worth. I think he showed that, in the beginning it was like, this guy's questionable, but as the season went on, you're like, okay, this guy's kind of coming into his own. He's getting more comfortable. Me personally, I'm still going to go with the Bears. I like the Bears offense. You take away both quarterbacks, I like the Bears offense better. I think they're better built right now, and you can tell
They might have a little more chemistry with the Packers.
They're getting the future quarterback, but they're building to win now, if that makes sense.
Right.
You're building around him because you want to win now. You're getting these veteran receivers. You're showing, okay, it's let's go win. Let's get back to the playoffs. We're done being the stinky Bears.
We're done getting double doinked.
Yeah, we're going to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So I would take Caleb, but it is close because Jordan Love has proved that he can ball. He can ball in this.
He can ball, that's for sure. I mean, we saw it in the playoffs. He led him to the playoffs, and he played pretty decent there.
Yeah, he did. I think they won their first round, didn't they?
I think they did.
Yeah.
Which sucks. I don't like them at all. Let's move on to the Patriots pick at 3. A lot of needs.
Yeah. I've had time to sit on this. This could be disastrous.
I
If we
mean,
trade back,
you might have to draft the whole team at number 3 if it was possible.
yeah, the more I sit, I like the idea of trading back, and the more I sit and look, I think that would be disastrous for us.
100%.
I hear people saying trade back, get Bo Nix.
No.
I don't want Bo Nix.
I think with Bo Nix's injuries and, he hasn't, there's nothing that he brings to the table that any other average quarterback doesn't. I feel
Yeah.
like he's
Yep.
just a typical quarterback. And I
Yeah.
kind of feel the same way with Michael Penix. I think both of those guys are just quarterbacks that, will fill the role, but they don't bring anything too crazy.
I think Bo Nix is a current day Matt Stafford.
Yeah. And he's old.
Yeah. I think if you're a Patriots fan, you are really hoping to see Drake May at 3. I like Jane Daniels, but I think there's some about Drake May, the way he can sling the ball. He doesn't seem scared. A lot of people think he's just an in-pocket passer because you see Caleb's mobility, you see Jane Daniels' mobility.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Drake May can move if he needs to move.
He does move, but
Yeah.
he doesn't. He has a tendency of not sliding,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm scared about. I mean, especially behind with the Patriots in their division. I mean, there's a lot of headhunters in that division. So.
It's like you got Jane Daniels who doesn't protect his body. You got Drake May. I think Drake May won't be the most ready, but he has the highest ceiling.
Yeah.
You hear this stuff about a lot of the guys in the league, a lot of the critics. They did it to Josh Allen. They did it to Justin Herbert, critiqued him. And
Herbert needs to get out of Los Angeles. I feel bad for him.
New England too.
Yeah.
But Drake May fits right in with those two guys. He is side by side with them, same comparisons. So you're hoping Drake May's there. If you get Drake May, you're ecstatic. You're extremely happy to be a Patriot. Does that fix the offense? No. Are you going to win a lot more games? No. But you're taking a massive step in the right direction.
Right, and you can't, if you're a Patriots fan, you can't be, doing what you did with Mac Jones.
Boo him off the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be a rookie. He's going to make mistakes. He's going to, have those bonehead plays where he throws it into triple coverage and it gets picked off.
Yeah.
But that's going to happen with the rookie quarterback.
It's part of learning.
Yeah.
And I think I get that New England is a culture of winning, but Tom Brady's a once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
You're not getting.
I mean, what
Tom
was
Brady.
he, a 6th-round draft pick, and he just turned out to be the GOAT?
You're not getting Tom Brady. You can't boo him. You got to be patient. Let him learn. You don't think booing does much, but to their mental, that's everything. They see it on social media. They hear it on the field. That can push a coach to make a stupid decision, like benching him.
Yeah.
So I think you just got to be patient, but I think Drake May could be there for a very long time.
Are you going to start Drake May right off the bat then?
No. I think...
You have Bailey Zappi come in?
I think...
Or no, Jacoby Brissett. Yeah.
I think Brissett starts week 1, 2, possibly 3. And then you see Drake May.
God, that's going to be a terrible lineup. Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah. Come on.
Mike Gesicki.
Yeah. Come on. No. Gesicki ain't there no more.
Hunter Henry.
I'm going to be honest. We got 2 offensive weapons.
And the rest are nobodies.
Stevenson, Douglas. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Stevenson.
I think our offensive line's very good outside left tackle.
Yeah.
That needs to be addressed, but that's definitely in the right direction. Yeah, we'll see later on how we might handle that. But, yeah, I think Drake May is definitely the pick you want there. If not, it's going to be Jaden Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1 or 2. There's no trade.
I was looking at what the Commanders. They had some visits, and they visited everybody. They visited
They had a weird one.
Yeah.
They had a top golf with four quarterbacks.
Yeah.
If I remember straight.
If I remember right, Jaden Daniels' camp wasn't too happy with that decision.
No. I think his agent went on there and said something stupid, right?
Yeah.
Or put like an emoji out there.
Yeah, they weren't happy at all.
Instead of just
I'm pretty sure they're at the his combine day or his show day, pro day. They thought that they were locked in at 2 with Daniels and the Commanders,
Yeah.
but then they go on that NFL visit or
Yeah.
the NFL at the Commanders, and they got 3 other quarterbacks there.
Yeah.
I mean that's demoralizing just a little bit.
It's just it's weird. I I think if you're the agent though, you gotta stay out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I know Daniels would love to go to the Raiders because of his connection with Pierce,
Yeah,
but you have to be.
Raiders are gonna have to trade up their whole franchise.
I mean, you're talking 4 or 5 first rounders. Crosby.
I would probably say about.
Take
I mean,
my
they
team.
got what, a top 10 pick, don't they?
No, they're at 13. 13 to 2.
So they take 13, and they take next year's first. They take maybe the second year of this or second this year.
Patriots are asking 3 firsts for 3.
I mean, I imagine that's just because people are going to want Marvin Harrison. I think if someone trades up in the top 4, which I mean, if
Could
it's
be
the
quarterback.
Vikings, yeah.
Vikings, Broncos, Raiders.
Gosh, the Broncos are terrible.
Yeah. I like their offense, but they just
They don't
can't
got Jerry
get
Jeudy
quarterback
anymore.
right.
He was terrible though. But
Jerry Jeudy was terrible.
Cortland
think-
Sutton, he needs to get out of there. He's getting old.
Yeah, he needs to be a
He needs
Patriot.
I'd say the Chiefs.
I saw rumors about him being a Patriot, and I was so hyped. And then I remembered Patriots don't do anything. So
Just how it goes with the Patriots. Hasn't changed since Bill Belichick left, and you think it would.
new culture. Yeah, no, same
Nothing.
stuff.
Nada.
Same stuff. All right, moving on to pick number 9. Bears are on the clock. Where are they going with it?
This might be the most controversial pick. I mean, in the draft, maybe. I mean, you're looking at it probably a trade down situation. If we don't like what we have, a lot of people are saying we want Ndunze from Washington, and he might be all right, but I think he's a little overrated for number 9. I don't know. It's just because you get a top 10 talent. He's got to either be wide receiver 2, or he's gonna have to be wide receiver 1. And if he's wide receiver 3, it's automatically going to get his confidence down to the lowest of lows if you pick him at 9. Maybe a left tackle. If the only left tackle I'm taking is Joe Walt, he's not going to be there. There's no way. I'm not opposed to trading back and trying to find an edge, because there's a lot on the board this year.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot. Verse, Latu, Turner.
There's rumors that I've seen that the Colts might try to make an aggressive push to pick 9 to take Adunze or Malik Neighbors. Because some people have Adunze at wide receiver 2.
Yeah, I could see that. I think the only thing with Neighbors is his attitude's really, really bad. I mean, anybody from LSU besides Joe Burrow is going to have a bad attitude. I mean, they're all locker room cancers. I mean, you look at Jamar Chase, his second year, he was complaining about not getting touches from Joe Burrow. You're looking at Justin Jefferson. He just wants the whole franchise as his paycheck. So, I mean, I don't know what they're...
I mean, I'd be paying Justin Jefferson. He wants that money. You got to give it to him.
He's got to. I mean, I think the best decision for the Bears here, if we do stick with 9, is Dallas Turner. There's probably rumors of him going 8 with the Falcons.
Yeah, I think Falcons would love that. I think you guys could do a trade back and get Verse.
I just want to know what it would take for us to go from 9 to 8. Because I mean, if we can move up one spot like the Eagles did last year. Remember with us, they traded up, and I think all they sent us was a 4th round draft pick.
What about 9 to 7? You got to think.
Who's at 7?
Tennessee. They're about the only ones that need a left tackle in that group.
Yeah.
That are going to pick a left tackle there, I should say. You swap places.
Well, if
Tennessee doesn't lose anything.
Yeah, I mean, Dallas Turner he's easily the best defensive player on the draft. In the draft, he's exactly like Will Anderson, a power rusher.
Yep.
Get to the quarterback fast. Good tackling techniques. Runs down the line and pursue. Just an all-around great player.
He's from Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Can't go wrong with Alabama.
And Will Anderson went 3. So
yeah.
I think Dallas Turner is probably gonna be our best decision. If Dallas Turner is not there and they take a Dunze, I'm not gonna be mad, but I just feel like it's a waste of a pick when you have an early round, second round next year. You still got 2 second rounds next year. You got your first round next year. You can get a wide receiver at that point.
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, I'm saying Monsters in the midways back with Dallas Turner on the lineup and on the line for us with him and Montez Sweat.
That would be a great choice.
Yeah. Let's go to pick 2 of round 2, 34. Patriots on the board.
Patriots are on the board. Did
they mess this one up?
You could. I think there's a couple candidates that can fall into play. You need wide receiver. You need left tackle. It's very obvious. You dress quarterback. You need wide receiver. You need left tackle. You have options that I think could possibly fall. You never know how the draft's going to shape out. But I wrote down a couple wide receivers I like that could be there at 34. Keon Coleman, dude's 6'3", 213 pounds. He has the best contested catch I've ever seen. Period. NFL, college.
Yeah.
Period.
I got some friends from Florida that I live with, and they said that he's wide receiver 4 in this draft.
Yeah,
He is absolutely amazing.
And you saw the mocks at the beginning and middle of the year, and this man was wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3, and then all of a sudden he just randomly jumps to wide receiver like 7, 8. And it's like
some of these guys that come out there, like Brian Thomas Jr., I don't think he's better than Keon Coleman. There's no way.
I think the only thing Keon struggles with, and I think the reason he falls, is because of his lack of separation.
Yeah.
But that's something you can work on.
I mean, with his contested catches, I mean, what separation does he really need?
Yeah. Yep. Give it to him.
Yeah.
Give Drake May a big body.
Mm-hmm.
To go with it. I also thought of Xavier Legette, 6'1", 221 pounds.
How you doing?
Monster season. Almost 1,300 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns. He's a baller. Not much you need to say about it. He's proved himself. I don't think he falls to round 3. So if you're going to take him, you either trade back a couple spots or you take him right there. And then finally, the last person I can think of that could be there at 34 is Jordan Morgan. And I think if Jordan Morgan is there.
Is he from Arizona?
Yeah. I think the wide receiver talent in this draft, you can still get an extremely talented player at round 3. The tackles slowly kind of start to fall off. So I think if like Jordan Morgan's there, you need to really address that. And yeah, nobody
left
wants
tackle is probably one of those. I mean, it's the second
Yeah.
most valuable position in the offense, I'd say, because he's automatically. I mean, he's protecting the backside of your quarterback.
And nobody wants to see a left tackle draft.
No, we had to deal with it last year with Darnell Wright. He's a right tackle even, and he was good.
You got to do it though.
Yeah, it's
end,
definitely a
you're gonna
necessity.
Love it. You're gonna love it in the end.
Because when your quarterback, well, Justin didn't have a lot of time, but when your quarterback's not getting sacked from the edges all the time, you could definitely tell a difference.
Yeah.
So who you going with? I mean, if all your picks are there, you got Keon Coleman, Legette, Morgan. You didn't. I mean, what about Worthy?
I don't think Worthy will be there.
I mean, he's destined to be a Chief.
I don't think I wrote him down. I don't think he'll be there. If he's there and you don't grab him, that's dumb.
Yeah, I mean,
put it lightly.
Anybody with that speed, we've seen it. And it even. I mean, it goes to the field too. He just torches corners. Yeah, 100%.
I would say Worthy's there. You take Worthy. If Worthy's not there, of those 3 I said, you take Jordan Morgan.
Right.
Take Jordan Morgan there.
Let's switch the topic up just a little bit here for a second. The Patriots got a new head coach. You know, you've had the same head coach for how long?
20 years.
20 years.
Close to.
Oh, wow.
Maybe a little over.
And he's without a job.
Somehow.
What do you think Mayo is going to bring to the table that maybe Bill didn't?
I think it's a lot easier for Mayo in the sense that you're taking off the GM part. GM part's off his shoulders. Will he be helping and making decisions in the draft? I'm pretty sure he will. But he's played for the Patriots. He's won for the Patriots, so he knows the Patriot way. He knows how to get us back there. I think this is a case, like I said with Drake May, you have to be patient.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be patient with Drake May. You have to be patient with Gerard Mayo. You can't be doing this 1 year, he's out. 1 year, he's out. Think of what that does to the players, too. Now, if he really can't coach after 2-3 years, okay. But if you're just cycling through, you'll never see Drake May be good.
Who's your GM?
Elliot Wolf,
Where'd he come from?
Name. I don't know exactly where he came from.
I didn't even know you guys got a GM.
I think his dad was an NFL executive, if I remember right.
So he's young.
Yeah, he's fairly young.
That's a new trend for GMs. I mean, I think Ryan Poles was the youngest GM, which probably the Patriots GM's got him beat now, but he was the youngest GM at like 34, 35. So I think those young-minded GMs, they want to get stuff done.
And he's not, you're not seeing an aggression from him, which I kind of would have liked to see, but you're seeing him, he keeps bringing these quarterbacks in. Why? Because he wants to make the right choice.
Right.
You can see him analyzing the team. You can see him studying these players. You can see the care to where he's done his homework. And if he does that, you're going to get the right player from him.
Right. I'd love to see the Bears next, but it seems like we got a crappy third-round pick again. So let's move to the Patriots again.
Yeah, this one's simple. It's Tez Walker. Not going to talk too much on it. Get the chemistry. You get Drake May. You hit each of your needs. Quarterback, left tackle, wide receiver.
Had a decent season. He wasn't terrible.
Yep.
6'2", 193 pounds. He's a little
Drake
undersized. He's a little undersized.
Yeah.
But you could probably put him at slot and he'd be just fine.
Yeah. Yep. And you help Drake May get comfortable.
Bring in a friend. That way he gets a little more. If he has a friend there, he'll be more talkative.
Yeah. I think that would be a good pick. It's a no-brainer. And just like that, you're done. Card signed. If he's still there, card signed before you're even on the clock.
Right. I mean, yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, chemistry is a huge part. It kind of leads into the next pick with the Bears at 75. I think a good possibility is getting Caleb Williams more comfortable and Brendan Rice.
Yep.
That's if we don't take a wide receiver at 9. If we do take Romain Dunze, I mean, this pick will completely change. You got a lot of offensive linemen that are projected to go number 3 or in the 3rd round. You got Zach Zeiner from Michigan. You got Cedric Van Pran from the center from Georgia. Big, 6'4", 298 pounds.
Yep.
Good pass block. Slower on the run block. Can't get to the next level too quick, but just like we said with Tez Walker and Keon Coleman, that's something that you can fix in a year's time.
Yep.
Zach Zeiner, he had that unfortunate injury against Ohio State. He was a round 1 pick, 6'6", 309 pounds, good all-around blocker. I mean, the only thing you got to worry about with him is his injury. He's coming off a terrible ACL, MCL injury. I mean, what more can you ask for? I think if you address the trenches here and you get Caleb Williams more comfortable in the pocket, because if you watched any film from last year, he's going to realize that you have 3-4 seconds to throw the ball and it's gone.
Yep.
So, touching on Brendan Rice just a little bit, he has the ability to take it to the next level in the NFL. He's pretty slow on getting a good jump on the ball. He's more of a catch it in your chest pad type of player. He's got to get his hands out a little more. But with that chemistry, you can't really go wrong. And it is Jerry Rice's son.
And you got Keenan Allen for a year to help him.
Yeah.
Makes it
So
super simple.
and DJ Moore.
Yeah. Yeah. He could definitely bowl out there.
Yeah, that's a good round three. I mean, those players that we mentioned in round three, those aren't bench players.
No. Nope.
All those players have the ability to stick to the next level, and they have an immediate impact on how that we perform this year.
Yeah. I agree. There's so much talent in this draft, and
I'm excited.
yeah, it's exciting. We're like a week out.
Yeah, a week
So,
out. I would
6
say.
days. I think Thursday.
Yep, next Thursday.
So
We're recording this on Friday, so.
yeah. So
Just a little recap for the podcast. This is our first episode. We do enjoy feedback. If you guys are watching this, let us know if we can do better. Let us know maybe some topics to talk about.
Yep.
We got a couple lined up topic-wise. We're going to do a complete first-round mock. That's going to be exciting.
yep. Second
lot
episode.
A lot of talent.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to fit it all into one round.
Yeah.
And then we're going to touch on some NBA, touch on some maybe UFC there and there.
I mean, just go to our Instagram, Havoc Sports Podcast. Give us ideas. Tell us what you want to hear. We're for the people. We're just a couple average Joes that talk sports.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's something you're interested in and it's sports related, we'll talk about it. I mean, we'll bring it in here. We'll discuss it. We love sports. We love to talk about it. And we love to have those conversations. So you can go to our Havoc Sports Podcast, Instagram, give us a follow, comment, tell us what you think. If you're a fan of our teams, let us know what you think of our ideas.
And let us know what you'd
pick.
let us know what you'd pick, because we're kind of just going off needs, and we're going off immediate impact.
Yep.
We're not drafting to have him start in 2 years. We're drafting for them to have an immediate impact on our record this year. So with that being said, this is the first episode of Havoc Podcast.
Yep.
We appreciate you guys, and see you later.
Peace.